Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. Person A can run 100 meters in 10 seconds. Person B can do it in 12 seconds. So we'll just represent all this data here. So if you look at A and B, if they are doing a distance of 100 meters, A can do it in 10 seconds. And B can do it in 12 seconds. So B requires 12 seconds to do 100 meters. Now they are running a 500 meter race. So we'll just calculate the time required for A and B to do 500 meters. 100 meters A requires 10 seconds. 500 meters means distance has been made 5 times. So time required will also be 5 times. So it will be 50 seconds. And B will require also 5 times the time. So 12 into 5 gives you 60 seconds. So for a 500 meter race, A will require 50 seconds and B will require 60 seconds. Now the question is, what is the start in terms of time that A can give B so that they finish the race simultaneously? Now here it is said that they have to finish the race simultaneously. They have to finish the race simultaneously means you should know that both of them should take the same time to complete the race. If both of them take the same time to complete the race, they'll finish at the same time or they will finish simultaneously. Now for a 500 meter race, you can see that A actually requires only 50 seconds, whereas B requires the full 60 seconds. And if they have to finish the race simultaneously, they should both take the same time. So they should both take the same time means A should run in such a way such that A will also take 60 seconds. So actually A requires only 50 seconds. So how can A run in such a way such that A will also take 60 seconds? If A also takes 60 seconds, B will also take 60 seconds. They'll both take the same time and they'll finish simultaneously. So the process is like this. For the first 10 seconds, A will remain stationary. A will not move for the first 10 seconds. And then in 50 seconds, A will complete the race. So initial 10 seconds, I'll just waste just first 10 seconds and then A will run for the 50 seconds and A will do the full 500 meters. So total time required by A will be 10 seconds plus 50 seconds, it will be 60 seconds. And B will start running initially itself and B will complete the whole race in 60 seconds. Now they will both take the same time, that is 60 seconds, and they will finish simultaneously. So you can see that A remains stationary for the first 10 seconds or A will allow B to run for the first 10 seconds. Only then will A start running. So A will allow B to run for the first 10 seconds. So what is the start in terms of time that A can give B? That is, A can allow B to run for 10 seconds. So option B, 10 seconds. Person A can run 25 meters in 5 seconds. Person B can do it in 7 seconds. So if you look at A and B, now the time required to do 25 meters is A requires 5 seconds and B can do it in 7 seconds. So 25 meters A requires 5 seconds and B requires 7 seconds. We'll just find out the time required when they are doing 100 meters. Now 25 has been multiplied by 4 to get 100. Now distance has been made 4 times. 25 into 4 is 100. So when distance is made 4 times, time required will also become 4 times. So 5 into 4, A will require 20 seconds. And B will require 7 into 4, that is 28 seconds. Now let us double the distance. Instead of 100, now let us calculate for 200 meters. Now when you double the distance, time required will also double. So A will require double of 20, 40 seconds, and B will require double of 28, that is 56 seconds. Now they are running a 200 meter race. So for the 200 meter race, A requires 40 seconds and B requires 56 seconds. What is the start in terms of time that A can give B so that they finish the race simultaneously? Now it is said that they have to finish the race simultaneously. Now whenever it is said that they have to finish the race simultaneously, you should know that both of them should take the same time to complete the race. If they take the same time, they will finish at the same time or they will finish simultaneously. So they should both take the same time means A should run in such a way such that A will also take 56 seconds. If A also takes 56 seconds, then they will both take the same time, 56 seconds, and they will finish simultaneously. So how can A run in such a way such that A will take 56 seconds? You know that A actually requires only 40 seconds. Now the process is like this. Now for the first 16 seconds, A will remain stationary. A will not run for the first 16 seconds. A will just waste his first 16 seconds and then in 40 seconds he'll complete the race. Like this, A will require 56 seconds. Now B will start initially itself and he'll complete the whole race in 56 seconds. So in this case, they will both take 56 seconds and they will finish at the same time or simultaneously. So you can see that A has to remain stationary for the first 16 seconds, or A has to allow B to run for the first 16 seconds. Only then should A start running. So A should allow B to run for the first 16 seconds. So what is the start in terms of time that A can give B so that they finish simultaneously? 16 seconds. A should allow B to run for 16 seconds. So option D, 16 seconds. Person A can run 20 meters in 4 seconds. Person B can do it in 6 seconds. So we'll just represent all that data here. So you have two people, A and B. Now the data given is for a distance of 20 meters, A can do it in 4 seconds and person B can do it in 6 seconds. Now we'll just calculate the time required when they are doing, let's say, 100 meters. From 20 meters to 100 meters, you can see that the distance has been made 5 times. 20 into 5 is 100. So when distance is made 5 times, time required will also become 5 times. So 5 into 4, A will require 20 seconds and B will require 6 into 5, 30 seconds. So for 20 meters, A requires 4 seconds, B requires 6 seconds. So 100 meters, A requires 20 seconds, B requires 30 seconds. Now they are running a 300 meter race. So we'll just find out the time required for the completing the full 300 meters. For 100 meters, A requires 20 seconds. 300 meters means distance has been made 3 times. So 3 times 20 is 60 seconds. And B will also require 3 times 30. 3 times 30 is 90 seconds. So for the 300 meter race, A requires 60 seconds and B requires 90 seconds. What is the start in terms of time that A can give B so that they finish the race simultaneously? Now here it is mentioned that they have to finish simultaneously. Whenever it is mentioned that they have to finish the race simultaneously, you should know that both of them should take the same time to complete the race. If they take the same time, then they'll take the same time and they'll finish simultaneously. B requires 90 seconds. So which means that A should also require 90 seconds. A should complete the race in 90 seconds. Then they will both take the same time. They will both take 90 seconds. They'll take the same time and they'll finish simultaneously. So how can A run such that A will also take 90 seconds? Then the process is like this. A will remain stationary for the first 30 seconds. So A will waste his first 30 seconds and then in 60 seconds he'll complete the race. So in this way, 30 plus the 60, A will require 90 seconds. Now B will start running initially itself and in 90 seconds he'll complete the race. So if A runs like this, A and B, both of them will take 90 seconds. They'll both take the same time and they will finish at the same time. So you can see that A has to remain stationary for the first 30 seconds, or A will allow B to run for the first 30 seconds. Only then will A start running. So what is the start in terms of time that A can give B so that they finish simultaneously? A should allow B to run for 30 seconds. So option D, 30 seconds. Person A can run 300 meters in 27 seconds and B can do it in 30 seconds. In a 300 meter race, person A will beat B by how much distance? Now we'll just compare A and B. It is a 300 meter race and A can run 300 meters in 27 seconds. A requires 27 seconds and B can do it in 30 seconds. In a 300 meter race, person A will beat B by how much distance? Now A requires only 27 seconds whereas B requires 30 seconds. So after A has completed his race, B requires another 3 more seconds to complete the race. So first we'll calculate the distance traveled by B in the 3 seconds. So we'll just look at B alone. Now if you look at B, in 30 seconds, B can do the full race, that is 300 meters. So in 3 seconds, B will do 30 meters. Now you can see that after A has completed the race, B requires another 3 more seconds. And in these 3 seconds, B will do 30 meters. Which means that when A completes the race, B will be 30 meters behind. And to complete those 30 meters, B requires these 3 seconds. So when A completes the race, B will be 30 meters behind. So A will beat B by 30 meters. So option B, 30 meters. Person A can run 100 meters in 20 seconds and B can do it in 25 seconds. So we'll just represent that data here. So you have two people, A and B. In a 100 meter race. Now here it is mentioned A can run 100 meters in 20 seconds. A requires 20 seconds and B can do it in 25 seconds. Now the question is, in a 100 meter race, person A will beat B by how much distance? Now in 20 seconds, A will complete the full 100 meters. And after A has completed his full race, B requires another 5 more seconds. So first of all, we'll just calculate the distance traveled by B in 5 seconds. After A has completed his race, B requires another 5 more seconds. So we'll calculate the distance traveled by B in the 5 seconds. Now here it is mentioned in 25 seconds, B will do 100 meters. Now if we divide both the values by 5, 25 by 5, in 5 seconds, B will do 100 by 5, 20 meters. In 25 seconds, B will do 100 meters. So in 5 seconds, B will do 100 by 5, 20 meters. Now after A has completed his full race, B requires another 5 more seconds. And in these 5 seconds, B will actually do 20 meters. So when A completes the race, B will be 20 meters behind. And to do these 20 meters, B requires 5 seconds. So when A completes the race, B will be 20 meters behind. So in a 100 meter race, A will beat B by 20 meters. So option A, 20 meters. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only rupees 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of rupees 200 either through Google Pay or through PhonePe or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.